It's day 7, Friday, September, excuse me, September 8th, 2023, and this is the final day of the Foothills Trail through hike. I stayed here last night at the lighthouse campsite. Put my tent right beside it. Nice downhill, and it stormed. It stormed. There was a lightning crack that came in up there somewhere on the rocks, and I swear it sounded just like a 747 jetliner or something slamming into the face of the mountain. It was intense, and then the echoing back out of it was crazy. I wish that I had the camera on for it. But the tent stayed dry, all my stuff stayed dry, so that's what counts. But this is a pretty cool place with all the rocks. But of course there's a whole cliffside of rocks up there yet to come down, so who knows. But I'm going to finish getting packed up. It's almost 10:30. This will be the latest I've left camp this whole trip. I'm proud of myself. Normally I'm leaving camp like this. When I was on the AT, it was horrible. But yeah, got a ride coming, pick me up at 2. It's 5 miles, 500 and something feet uphill, and I've got to do that first thing this morning. And then it's all downhill to the park, it looks like, for the most part. So, should be a fairly cruisy day. But I gotta finish getting packed up and get out of here. The mosquitoes and the no-see-ums are going crazy. Whew. It is a hot climb today. Whew. I'm gonna stand here a minute and catch my breath. For some reason, all this looks familiar. Ever since the cable crossing there yesterday at the waterfall. And then now up here on this rock thing. I think me and my wife came here years ago. Maybe because the campsite's labeled as a lighthouse. She thought there was something to do. She loves lighthouses. But it just all looks really familiar. Like I've been here before, not like just everything is, rocks and trees familiar, but I don't know. Side effect of traveling around, I guess. Everything starts looking the same. Well, we just passed the boundary marker for Table Rock State Park. We have made it from Oconee to Table Rock, at least. Get a little bit of a view that we didn't have to climb for. Yeah, I've been here before. We must have went up to the pinnacle. The more I'm going, see another trail. It's just too familiar. I mean, there's similarities obviously between this and the AT and tons of other trails, but there's too many things that are being familiar. Checking the far out guide just a second ago. 3.7 more miles. And it said it was almost 2,000 foot of descent and like 23 feet of ascent. So it's literally all downhill from here. Oh, and we got a view coming up. Oop, a briar to the arm. Bald Knob. Elevation 2,849 feet. And my watch that I have not calibrated in quite some time says 2,704 feet. Man. Watch your step. No coming home from that. These rocks like this is just granite. Always remind me of Stone Mountain. Went there several times as a kid. I hiked the trail there at Stone Mountain one time. I should go back and do that again. I'm assuming this is the trail with the orange shape. There we go, on the rock. There's the blaze. A nice footbridge. I bet that water's cold. Well, colder than what I'd like it to be. Even though it's hot. Oh. So I just had my first snake scare. It was laying here. I think it was a black snake. I'm not sure. But just as my trekking pole hit right in front of it, that dude shot out right between both my legs. And he was making some kind of noise. Either his scales or something. It wasn't like a rattlesnake. But it wasn't a long snake, maybe like 2 foot, kind of fat. But that dude was gone. Usually I see him. I don't get that close, but I'm sure I've gotten that close to ones before that didn't freak out. That I didn't see. It's kind of cool. Shower, anybody? Looks like doodlebug holes. It's supposed to go that way. So the arrows for the foothills is like just pointing that way. And I had the white and purple. But that's the mountain laurel is white and purple, I guess. A lot of blaze colors all at once. This is kind of cool. Basically walking down the side of a waterfall. You know, these creeks and stuff, especially at night when you're in your tent, all that little water, it sounds like you'll be hearing conversations, voices. I guess that's why they've always referred to it as the babbling of the creek. And if it wasn't for those rocks and stuff, it'd actually be pretty fun to slide down. That little waterfall and you shoot right off into a pool. Oh. Whew, I gotta keep moving. There's a swim lake at the campground I'm at. Maybe this afternoon I'll go just sit and laugh. It's the lifeguard in me, you know. I like the water, especially when it's hot. Oh man. That's the pool to swim in. Very nice. Oh. Well, you made it. Can't walk past the cold something to drink. Oh, this is like the best Powerade I've ever had in my life. That's 202. I don't know if my ride's here or not. I'm going to park it at this table in the bin. Shade. And call this journey done. There's a lake over there you can swim in. You people in their bathing attire getting ready to go for a dip. Well, thanks for following along, and if you've made it this far, make sure to subscribe, because we got more videos coming.